All right. Hey, and we are live. That's awesome. Hey, everybody. I am here with Damien. I was here with Damien Ebzery. He just disappeared. He's been having some internet issues. I presume it's internet issues. I don't know if maybe he's just shy. I'm not sure. Okay, so what I can probably do right now is just introduce why Damien wanted to talk to me today and then find something to talk about in the desperate hope that he comes back real soon. Um, so, Damien was interested in building his online profile. He wanted to be able to get onto social media places like Facebook and meet potential customers. So he reached out to us to have a chat about that. I would really like him to come back sometime right about now. That would be nice. I'd feel a lot better about that. It doesn't seem to be happening. So maybe I'll just go through the stuff that I wasn't going to talk to him today about while he's not here. And that is stuff that we've covered a lot of times before. Knowing yourself and knowing your audience. Marketing is a bridge between you and your business and where you are, and your audience and their needs and where they are. And unless you know those two things, you cannot build that bridge. Hey, Damien, you're back. Is everything okay?
Yeah, just dropped out.
All right. I talked for about a minute and a half just without you. And we covered the stuff that we weren't really going to talk about today anyway. So we can jump straight into the more exciting stuff. So once again, Damien Ebzery from Tax Advisory Strategists. Is that correct?
That's right.
Good stuff. All right. So first thing I wanted to talk about today, if you are looking to find prospects on social media, is exactly that. You are prospecting on social media. You're not necessarily looking for somebody who is going to instantly become a paying customer. You're going to be looking for people who are interested in what you've got, and you're going to be starting them on that journey. Does that make sense?
That's right, yes.
Good stuff. And is that what you're looking for?
Yes, it is. It's a combination of building a profile online that people can find if they Google it after being referred to me. And then the second is starting down that like, know, trust journey with people out there in the wider world.
Awesome. And I'm glad you brought up the like, no, trust thing, because it is a huge factor. It's absolutely massive. So first things first, we know who you are and we know who your audience is, or at least you do. You have a comprehensive understanding of who they are, what their interests are, what's keeping them awake at night, all of that kind of stuff. Knowing what problem you are solving for them is a key factor. So I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here. What problem are you solving for people?
Well, that is part of the challenge of being the specialist in an area, is actually working out what is the want to do that the client has. We know what they may need to do, but trying to find out what their priorities are is one of the challenges as a specialist. And so, looking at ways of trying to assess those issues so we can provide some solutions to them.
Okay. Can I go out on a limb here and suggest that maybe the problem you are solving for most of your customers is that they do not understand a damn thing about tax accountancy, nor do they want to. They want for you to understand it on their behalf so that they can get on with all the stuff that's the reason they opened a small business in the first place.
That's quite possibly the fact.
Okay, so that right there is probably actually going to be the crux of any content you post. It's not going to be about knowing what portion of a car they can write off and listing it or anything like that. What it's going to be about is, right, here is a way that you can take an hour that you typically spend on the financial side of your business and condense it into half an hour, 15 minutes, thereby allowing yourself more time to deal with the fun stuff that you actually like doing in your business. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yes.
Okay. Now, I don't expect you to instantly know with this, oh, this is what I'm going to do. You know, this is all just stuff that we need to think on. The other thing is, what do you want people to immediately do after they see a post from you, or they connect with you, or they click on your profile, or whatever it is? What's the next step for them?
Well, I think it's getting some sort of engagement is important. So getting them to engage in it in some way, shape, or form is important, and then hopefully either linking to further posts on my corporate Facebook page, or going to my website to get further contact details if they want to proceed from there.
Okay. So what I would say is this: it's a little like this, and we did discuss this before the show. When you met your wife, the very first time you met your wife, you didn't go straight up to her and say, right, let's have 3 kids and here's some mortgage documents, did you?
No.
The kids, the mortgage, all of that stuff, that came a little bit later. What did you do? You just opened a conversation?
That's right. You engage in a conversation, and then try to get to know them better, and then move on from there.
Absolutely. So it's building the like, no trust factor. So in order for your posts to be worthwhile, there also needs to be a way for your potential customers to know what they should do next. Okay, so there should be some sort of call to action on your posts, whether it's sign up for my email list so I can send you this free document that will help you with some kind of problem that you've got right now, whether it's book an appointment with me, whether it's send me a direct message, any of those things.
Yeah, okay.
So posts that solve a problem that they are dealing with here and now, and a call to action at the end of the post so that they can get into the next part of your funnel. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Those are probably the 2 most important things. I did have something else here that I wanted to discuss. Right, yes. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about, and you did mention it before, and that was you talked about your Facebook business page.
Yes.
Now, as of about 2016, 2017, the organic reach with business pages is either nil, or you've got to spend several consecutive lifetimes building that reach. So in order to best reach people, you do need to be using your personal profile.
Right.
Now, that's okay, because you can use that in groups and that sort of thing, but it does mean connecting with people on a more personal level. Okay, so that's now pages do it. They build big followings organically, and it's possible, but it is massively time consuming. So assuming you don't have all day every day to do that, and you actually want to do some tax advising and strategy at some stage, then I would strongly recommend using your personal profile as well.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Look, I think we've done 8.5 minutes there. That's probably even longer than was planned. Do you have any questions on what we've talked about so far?
No, I think you've highlighted a few tips that probably weren't as clear for me as they were before, and it's that, I think it's that braveness to promote that next step.
Oh yeah, and that's a very internal thing. You know, I can give you all the tips in the world, but you just gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta take that step. It's horrible, but once you start doing it, it becomes easy.
Yeah. And that is part of the challenge. Is nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Absolutely.
Can't change tomorrow's result without changing something today.
Look, one of my business mentors always says to me, "Shy kids don't get sweets," and it's true. Of course, in this country, it's lollies, isn't it? So that's my English coming through that. Yeah, shy kids don't get lollies. Okay, so don't be a shy kid because you want them lollies. And on that note, I think we're going to leave it. Thank you so much, Damien. That was
no problem.
All right, take it easy, mate.
Okay, thank you.
See ya. Bye.